Good Sunday to you guys. Now, I just want to share something with you. Be very careful of these artisans that come to your house and trying to provide services. You know this website called Nextdoor? So I was trying to, just do some maintenance on the AC. And so I went on Nextdoor and I just left a message on there, actually a post, and asking the neighbors if they know anyone that can come over to help me fix or just some overhaul and maintenance on my AC unit. Now this guy messaged me because I saw the post, and I asked him to come over. Now when he came over to my house, nice, I welcomed him. I went over to the AC units and opened them up, and it tested the first one. That was the AC for the upstairs, and it said, "Oh, this one works really cool." But I'm gonna check the second one. I asked him go ahead and do that. So he asked me if I knew how much it was gonna charge, and I said, "All right." So how much? He said it's $75 for the maintenance, right? To just to come out and check it out. I said that's fine. So when he realized I had two units. When he realized I had two units, he said it's gonna be $150. I said no problem. I just want to make sure these AC units are working fine, because now we're going into the summer and I don't want anything to break down because of the kids and my wife, and I don't want everywhere to be hot, right? So he opened a second unit and he said, "Oh, actually this one works better than the first one." And I can see that the capacitor in the first one is going down. It's not working as it should be working, because the vitals from his electronic unit, it's indicating that the capacitor in the first unit has issues, right? So I said no problem. How much is it going to cost to change it, right? The guy said it's going to be $225 to change the capacitor, to give me a new capacitor, and said, "You know what? I actually have one right here that I can use." And I was like, how can a capacitor be $225? So I asked him to give me the piece of equipment that he removed from the AC unit. Interesting, man. So I took it back from him, and there was a QR code on the surface of the capacitor, and I just scanned it with my phone, and voila, showed up all over the internet. Some people were selling it for $35. Some people were selling it for $29. Some people were selling it for $25. And on Amazon, someone was selling it for about $20. So I turned over to the guy and said, "How are you going to sell something this cheap to me for $225? Something must be going wrong here. Something must be going on here." I said, "Is this how you treat your customers?" And you can see all over his face. He realized that this guy is not a Mughal. Do you know what a Mughal is? I bet you guys don't know what a Mughal is. A Mughal is someone who doesn't know anything. Jack. Someone doesn't know Jack. And as I was saying that, he was now asking me, "Oh, do you know about electronics? Are you an engineer?" And I said, "Well, I studied chemical engineering and petroleum engineering. I have a double master's in engineering." Oh, he was so ashamed of himself. And he said, "Oh, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to just put everything back together. I can see you're not happy with the services I want to render. I'm a business owner and I have to pay taxes." I said, "Fine, I'm also a business owner. But how on earth will you sell something that is $25, $30, and sell it to your customer for $225? You know the moral of this story. Especially if you're out there and you're ladies or you're a woman and you do everything alone, and people just come over to your house because you want to fix stuff and you give you a certain price. You need to check around, ask questions, go on the internet, okay? Don't just Give them your money, especially all these people that come around fixing stuff in homes or helping you to do these little things around. Check around. Do not let anybody just run you over. And I'm sure that same guy is gonna all over our city. I was about to mention the city, but it's right here in Texas, right? I'm sure he has gone all over scamming people, because that's a scam. So at the end of the day, he said, all right, I'm just going to charge you $20 for it. So he charged me $20 for it, and I thanked him. I said, thank you very much for the work you've done, and just bye-bye. So maybe you've learned something or nothing from what I've said, but be careful when you paying people for services. You need to have an idea of what you're paying for. If you don't, you need to ask them to give you a minute or two for you to do quick research and see if that's actually how much the equipment costs. I have this experience because, you know what, I'm a business owner and I run businesses here in my city, and we deal with a lot of artisans, we deal with a lot of mechanics, we deal with a lot of professionals. And from that experience, I've understood that when they give you a quote for something, 95% of the time they're overcharging you ridiculously. I don't want to say much about it, but guys, be careful out there, and have a wonderful Sunday. Bye.